Good day, everyone. My name is Hayden Jamal of HaydenJamal.com of Motif Legend, back with another video. And today continues the biggest mistakes that I've made in my 2-year recording home studio career. And so we're actually going to talk about a little something different today. Basically, my second biggest mistake, I would say, is inside of my DAW and actually recording. I think I didn't keep things simple enough. I think I overcomplicated some things, and I wanted to give you, my insight on that. So without further ado, let's talk about it. How to keep things simple so you can get quality recordings. Recording in here in my home studio, I have to send my recordings off to engineers to mix and master for me so I can, have my records. And with that, I sent a lot of recordings off to different engineers and got different kinds of results. And some of the things that I wanted to touch on were how to keep things simple so that you can get quality recordings doing not necessarily less work, but simpler work. The recording is the most important thing. I cannot stress enough that if you don't have good quality recordings, your mixes will sound subpar. Unless you have a phenomenal engineer that you're willing to pay thousands of dollars for, it's not going to happen. So the most important thing you can do, especially as an up-and-coming artist who maybe has a smaller budget, is to make sure that everything is crisp, concise, clean, and easy to understand for anyone that's mixing, or even if you're mixing yourself. So the biggest mistake that I was making, I would think that I had to get it down in one take, or I would have to get the entire thing in one take, and that would have to be good. And if I messed up just a little bit on a word, even if I were to, just kind of not say a word in the right way that I wanted to, I would have to start the whole thing over. It was this total pride thing. And you have to remember that no one, I repeat, no one cares whether or not you was able to do this song or this verse in one take. If you got it in one take, no one cares. All they cares about is whether or not the music sounds good. And at the end of the day, just do yourself a favor, get as many takes of that same part and just get the best parts of each part and paste it together and make it sound good, and you'll get much better vocal clarity. You'll get the entire thing the way that you want it. The second biggest tip I would say is making sure that everything was aligned right. So a mistake that I would do is that I would just say, you know what? It's authentic. I sit there, I record the verse, I record the hook, and I say the doubles out loud or the ad-libs out loud, and how it comes out, that's the way I'm gonna let it ride. And that's a problem. You don't want to do that because the human ear and what you're hearing in the computer, sometimes it don't align. Right? It doesn't align all the time. So you go into there, you look at the waves, you make sure that they align up the right way, and then making sure that you're not like extravagantly overemphasizing like your S sounds as compared to what you've got in your verse. So just make sure in your doubles and in your ad-libs, just make sure the alignment is right and make sure that everything is crisp and concise when it comes to that. You'll just get a better overall vocal when you go down to mixing. The next tip I would say for my singers and my rappers who rap over 2-track instrumentals and stuff, all beats are not created equal and all of them are not mixed equal. So if you can, get the track outs to the actual instrumental and record over the track outs. Trust me, and get you an engineer that knows how to mix properly, because you never know how it might be some sound that just needs some tweaking. This can really help you with your mixes as well. If you're not able to get it and you're able to only, get a mix down over a 2-track instrumental, then try to get the waveform. At least that will be a bit more easy to make edits to if you're an engineer. The other thing that you should do prior to trying to mix or prior to sending it off to an engineer is that you should turn down the volume on your instrumental and try to blend your vocal and the instrumental together, because if you are recording really well and you're getting the strong takes like I've mentioned, you should be able to hear a semblance of what this song is going to sound like once it's mixed. Performance outweighs a mix. There is no way around it. If you have a really good performance, your editing is really good, your alignment is really good, and everything is strong, your mixing is going to go much quicker, faster, easier, and you will get better results overall. Last tip that I would say is that if you're going to record something, do not record it and then try to mix it all in the same session. I would actually implore you to record, leave the session altogether, take a day away from it, come back to it, and then listen to it again before you even think about mixing it. Because you need a fresh pair of ears. I can't tell you how many times I have recorded something and then gone away from it, come back and go, what the hell was I thinking? Like, it didn't sound good, or the tone wasn't right, or the energy wasn't there. I had to redo it. So leaving the session and coming back with a fresh perspective is always grandiose great. With that being said, sorry guys, I can't really do anything with the computer in terms of the DAW anymore because my computer is kind of shutting down and crapping out on me. But once I upgrade it, I will show you more in depth what I'm talking about. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email or send me a comment down below. And so that's my time. I hope you learned something. Remember, my name is Hayden Jamal of HaydenJamal.com. I'm a rapper and a songwriter, not an engineer. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Help me to get to those 1,000 followers. If you have any questions, again, DM me on one of those social media platforms. I'll be happy to assist you. Remember to be the dream and stop dreaming.
I see a new man, he ain't nothing like me. He a little short, he a little slim. Said he wanna fight me, overheard what you said about him. You said he don't incite you, yeah, but he treat you good. When y'all go out, man, he feed you good.